New Testament 18, Who are the Sadducees in relation to Jesus? First Steps Catholics. By Arnaud Dumouch. Institute Angelic Doctor. Who are the Sadducees in relation to Jesus? It is true that in the Gospels we often see two groups of thought that clash and that Jesus often throws back to back. Not because of their thoughts elsewhere, but rather because of the arrogance of these men who are cultivated people, who know Holy Scripture perfectly well, who discuss theology non-stop, but who do not take for themselves anybody. And so, back to back, he calls them hypocrites, proud. On the one hand there are the Pharisees who are the successors of the fighters, the Maccabees. People with a theology, to which Jesus will give reason because they believe in life after death. They think that there is a hell for the wicked, a paradise for the good ones and a purgatory for those who have to purify themselves. The second book of the Maccabees, chapter 12 shows that this theology of purgatory comes from them. These are people who have included in the Bible, the Pharisees, all those texts written in Greek and even that are originally somewhere, from the Greek translation, the Hebrew books. The Sadducees themselves are people who refuse all these novelties. They fight to stay true to the law of Moses. The Pentateuch, the 5 books, for them, there is only that which counts. That's the root of the Jewish people. We could say that, in a sense, they are fundamentalists of the first hour, so that logically, since Moses never talks about life after death, and the Sadducees hold that there is no life after death, that the only fight we have to do for God is to keep his land free and therefore to eventually drive out the Romans. Jesus will give them wrong. At one point the Sadducees come to Jesus and say to him, "You say there is a life after death, so I'm going to ask you a question." Says a Sadducee. "A man has had 7 wives, of whom will he be the husband on the other side, since these women died one by one?" Jesus replied, "You are completely wrong. In heaven, we do not take husband and wife. We are like angels. As for life after death, look, who is your God? Is he not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Is he a God of the dead or a God of the living?" Faced with this very intelligent response, the people were in awe of Jesus. So the Sadducees were certainly in error. One could say that they had not taken the prophets and books written in Greek that had advanced Jewish thought. But it is on the side of their pride especially that Jesus wanted them a lot.